There we go. Very good. Right? Very good. Yeah. Do that. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Oh, he does have throwing stars. All right. All righty. What's up, Sam Brock? How's it going? How are you doing this fine Wednesday? Right? It's Wednesday, right? I believe it's Wednesday. Yeah, it is Wednesday. What's up there, buddy? What you staring at me for? Alright. Just waiting for more people to arrive. I did get a few new things in the mail here. The new Mafex Mandalorian. Wow, this is their 200th figure from Mafex, is it? Yeah. Yeah, number 200. Wow. Mafex already at 200 figures. That's good to hear, CM Brock. I am good. Thank you for asking. Good with these new figures. And then the other new, like what I just got yesterday was this. The 2.0 Mando. That kind of rhymed, didn't it? What's up there, Babic Tunes? Yeah, this thing is freaking loaded with accessories. What's up, Kuso? Loaded with accessories. I'll take this out in a sec, but the other thing I got, which I really actually like a lot more than I thought I was going to like, the Netflix or live action Zoro. This thing is a really good figure. I mean, you can get him in poses you can't get the anime version of Zoro in, like this. Like, I don't know if you guys saw my short, but you could put him in all of, like, his classic Zoro poses. The only thing that kind of sucks is the sword is glued into his mouth, so it's only going to come out the right side. So, you can't have him do... I mean, if the line does good, which I'm not sure if it will, they can make the version of Zoro when he fought Mihawk, because his sword, the blade was facing that way when he did that one move, where he did kind of like that triangular shape with the swords. You can have him do it, but you have to flip the swords around since the blade's on this side. But yeah, I got him in this dope pose. I love this move. And you can get him in this one. You can get him in this one as well. You can get him in so many good poses. And he's just really fun to articulate. And even though they didn't put a cut on the front, I mean, the torso joint still goes forward pretty good, you know? I mean, you could still move the torso around, but it's a really, really good figure. It's much better than a Luffy, to tell you the truth. And it's actually, it's better than the anime Zoro in a way, but the anime Zoro has better accessories. Hello there, Ghost Tab. The anime Zoro has better accessories, and I do like the detail a little more in the anime Zoro. Like, his faces, like, they do look like Mikenyu. They're just kind of odd. And another thing with this sword in his mouth, like I said, it's stuck in there. So if you want to have him just use one sword, it has to be one of these basic swords here. So you can't take this out unless you force it out or something, you know, and then... Yeah, so, I mean, it's still a good figure. And you could take out each sheath individually. I don't think you could do that with the anime Zoro, but yeah. It is a really fun figure. Like I said, he's a lot more fun to pose around. I mean, if you do give your anime Zoro, like the custom cloth lower portion of the robe, he is more fun to pose around too. But you could get him in better Zoro sword holding poses than the anime Zoro, which is really odd. So when the Ace Blue Zoro, the anime version, comes out, it should be as good as this articulation wise, you know what I'm saying? So definitely can't wait for that. But yeah, this is a really good figure for anyone who was Not sure if they wanted to get this or not, but definitely better than the Anaki Godoy Luffy. I mean, that's not a bad figure either, but this one I feel like is much better. But definitely surprised me how much I actually like this, because I didn't think I was gonna really, really like it, but I do really like that figure. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I hate when toy companies glue accessories. Yeah, same here. I mean, the anime Zoro, they made it so you just wedge it in his mouth, and then you could have him use it if you have him do the one sword style and stuff, which is odd. Kuso, my figure, my my figure, my Figma Yuta has arrived just today, right now. I didn't realize Figma made Yuta. Interesting. Anime cluster. That's what I don't like about it. Oh, the sword being molded into his mouth or glued. Kuso. I can say you can customize the upper section of the anime Zoro with a cloth as well. Yeah, you could, but I mean, his articulation would still be the same, you know? Oh, you're talking about the live action one. I mean, I guess. Well, let's see. Wait. I don't. Can you remove it? Possibly. Oh, yeah. I guess so, but it's. Yeah, you probably can. You would just have this piece probably still stuck on there because that looks like a separate piece. Like, see how there's two cuts right here for the torso? I mean, the torso joint is still. If that's what you're talking about. The torso joint's still good, though. It's not. It's better than the anime Zoro. That's what I'm saying. Like the articulation on this guy is much better than the anime Zoro. It's a lot more fun to pose around. Even though he doesn't have a ton of accessories, you could still put him in a lot of good poses. Like I could have kept going with poses when I did the YouTube short, but I can't do too many because I run out of time if I'm trying to do it in 60 seconds. And then I also got this guy. Oh, goodness. I also got the G.I. Joe movie version, PW Toys Storm Shadow. And it's not too bad. It's alright. I mean, yeah, it's an okay figure. I mean, we don't have like a 1/12 scale movie version Storm Shadow. Nobody ever made it. And I like how they, whoops, I like how they do their swords. They make them out of like real metal, and they're shiny like metal too, which is pretty cool. But these can slide right out the sheaths, so you have to be careful of that. But it's not bad. I just hate the way they do their neck joints because they make the neck and the head just one entire mold. So you really don't get like good that's all you're gonna get, like the articulation out of them. And I wish you would look down more. You can't get them to look down anymore, which is kind of annoying. But I mean, the rest of his articulation is pretty decent though. But not a bad figure. Like I said, like I've said multiple times on lives and probably videos, I'm a huge, huge fan when it comes to like ninjas, samurai, stuff like that. And speaking of that, I recommend you all to watch that new series Shogun. Holy crap, what a good show. Holy crap. Kuso, no. Yeah, at first, Kuso, what's up, Raven? At first, Kuso, I thought you were talking about the anime Zoro, but then I thought maybe you were talking about the live action. But yeah, you could just make it one entire piece, but I mean, yeah, you could do that, but we just made the lower portion of it, I guess, to make it because it's cheaper too, you know. Because if we made the whole thing, it'd probably be probably it would cost a little more money to do it, and it would be more material and like my girlfriend doesn't really like making stuff with like sleeves, like jackets and stuff like that. So her making just like the lower portion, it's not as much of a strain on her when she's making them. But yeah, you can make the entirety, like his whole robe, you know. Goes tough. Some crazy deals on Entertainment Earth. They're always having like some sort of deals. I think I remember like the beginning of the year, they had everything was on sale. Excuse me. Anime cluster. Did you say that the sword can go in there? Sheaths? For the live action Zoro, no, it's just like the anime Zoro. So there's a little peg on the end of the. Oh, I have it right. There's a, if you could, I don't know if you could see, but you could see right here. You just have the handles. There's a peg on the end by the hilt, and you just peg them in and unpeg them. With the Storm Shadow, yeah, you could put the swords in and take them out, but not with the live action Zoro. Bavik. Yeah, that's my biggest problem with those live action. They don't have any accessories. Yeah, they really don't. I mean, Zoro has a good, like an okay amount, but they like jip you with the head sculpts, and then with Nami now, we're getting a head sculpt for Luffy and Zoro. Like, why couldn't we just get that originally with them, and then you give Nami more facial expressions? I think that live action Nami just has that one bad face sculpt, and that's it. It's like, yo, put a little expression in their faces for Pete's sake. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something that people don't like a lot. Like this one has that has a pretty good expression on it actually. It's not bad. Like you could see he's for real and looks kind of angry there, you know? Like he's being serious and fighting. Um the Luffy head sculpt that comes with the live action Nami, it I'm glad they're giving that face sculpt because he does smile a lot, but it's such a weird looking smile that they gave him. You know what I mean? And the Zoro one's fine. It's just pretty much this facial expression, but with the bandana, since the bandana head sculpt that we get with this one is the one with the sword molded into the mouth. So it's pretty much this head sculpt just with bandana on it. So I mean, I love One Piece, the anime. I love the live action, and I'm definitely gonna keep buying the live action stuff. And I'm hoping like say the line doesn't do good, I just hope they make the five straw hats. You know, they at least have to do that. All they have to do is Usopp and Sanji. And if the line doesn't do good and they don't want to continue it, fine. At least you made the main straw hat members. But I feel like they're trying so hard to make the line successful because we are going to be getting season 2 soon, so then they can make more figures. But they I feel like they're not trying enough with the live action One Piece stuff. They need to try a little bit more with it, and they're trying to sweeten the pot now with starting with Nami, adding more accessories for other figures. I mean, it's fine doing that, but it's like if you're gonna do that, make sure that character has facial expressions too, dude. And then what else was I gonna mention? Like, I would love for them to do like Mihawk, Buggy from the live action. Kobe would be pretty cool. I'd even get Garp, possibly. I definitely would get Mihawk and Buggy. And I mean, going into season 2, there's so many more characters we're going to be introduced to. You know what I'm saying? Also, who's been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender? I never watched the animated series, but I am really liking the Netflix series, the live action Netflix series. I think they're doing or did a really good job with it. I think I just finished episode 5, so I have 3 episodes left. But I'm really liking it. I've been seeing a lot of people putting comparisons with the animated series with the live action, and there's one scene where it's like word for word and scene for scene, and it's really cool looking. Kuso, my wallet is going to be dry when Luffy and Nami comes out. Well, August, we're getting so many things in August. We're getting those 2 characters from that Undead Something anime. I don't know, the Andy guy and the girl. Then I think we're getting Blue-Headed Bird Band guy. We're getting Luffy. And there's a bunch of other things we're getting too. Like there's so much is dropping in the summer, so be prepared. Sanjay, stop motion. How did you break your shoulder? Ghost Tav, are you referring to Ninja Kamui? Is it good? No, it's called Shogun. Ninja Kamui is really good though. I recommend watching that. I still need to watch episode 3. There's only 3 episodes out right now, but Ninja Kamui is really good so far. It's just very brutal. It's it's really good. Watch it if you haven't. I've been watching it on Facebook cuz it's not on Crunchyroll and I don't know where else to watch it. I know it's on Toonami, but I really don't even watch cable anymore. I just use streaming services. But if you go on Facebook, type in Ninja Kamui episode 1, it'll pop up. That's how I've been watching it. But no, what I was talking about is it's a live action. It's not like live action anime. It's just a live action TV series called Shogun. I believe it's on FX, but it's weird because they showed this woman's boobs in it. I'm like, whoa. So TV can show that now. It's like, what's going on here? But it's that's brutal too. Like some guy does something to a prisoner they have, and then they chop his head off right after. It's like, whoa. It is a pretty brutal show, but it's very intriguing, interesting, and I want to learn, not learn more, but I want to see what's going to happen. And the premiere episode came out yesterday, and they dropped the first and second episode back to back, and it's on Hulu, I believe. So if you want to watch it, go on Hulu. But it is a really, really good series. It has the dude that played Scorpion. He was also in John Wick 4. He's like the Shogun type guy. I don't think he's officially the Shogun yet, but he's trying to be. And I don't really. I reckon. Oh, yeah, the guy who played Raiden. He was also in that movie with Jared Leto with the Yakuza on Netflix, The Outsiders. He was the one that Jared Leto saved, but he also played Raiden in Mortal Kombat. He's in it too. And I love both those actors. They always pick really good roles. And there's a couple other people you'll notice here and there in it. But it's a really good show. It's a historical piece and it takes place in the 1600s, so samurai's still a thing, and I think guns are starting to slowly become more of a thing, you know what I mean? But it's like when England's first like discovered Japan and like started to a ship went over there to explore and befriend them and stuff because I think like the Portuguese kind of kept Japan a secret from the rest of Europe and then England found out where it was and they got there in a ship kind of like not crash landed but it looked abandoned but everybody was dying from like starvation and the Japanese go on there and take them off, make them prisoners because they got to find out if they're a threat or not. But it's a really good show, and if you love like feudal Japan type stuff, Japanese culture, you will really enjoy this because I like all that stuff and I love the series so far. So yes, watch the Shogun. It's so good. Kuso, have you watched it? Babik. Do you think they will eventually make other characters like Usopp or Robin or even egghead versions of the characters? Um, I could see them doing like if they're gonna do different versions of characters, it's mainly gonna be Luffy, possibly Zoro too, and maybe Sanji. And like eventually they'll jump into more versions of other Straw Hats. But I think as of now, Luffy's the main one they'll continuously make different versions of. Like I want an Annie's Lobby version of him and a Marineford version of Luffy. Excuse me. Uh, but with Zoro, I feel like he'll be next for the East Blue figures. But I can see them. So it's kind of weird how they do it. Tamashii Nations loves doing stuff like this, like different versions or different arcs of characters. Like that they've been doing it with Naruto, like the kid versions, then like the teenage versions from Shippuden, and then they do it with Dragon Ball, which I'm fine with. So with One Piece, they start off with Wano because we were currently in Wano in the anime, and I think if they do any more Wano characters, it might be Big Mom. I hope not. I hate Big Mom as a character. I think it would be. I know some people would buy it, but I think it would be too much of a waste. And maybe they were testing how Kaido would sell first before they jump into another big character that'll cost like $200. You know what I mean? So I mean, they could make all the Wano versions of these Straw Hats, which I would buy all of them, but they're definitely going to do the five main Straw Hats from the East Blue arc. They got to. It's so dumb if you're going to make Luffy and Nami and then wait years or a year or something till you make the other three members. You know, they're definitely going to do Zoro. Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp, I definitely see the East Blue versions releasing this year. So they'll definitely release this year. Probably end of the year since Luffy's August, Nami September. I could see Zoro being October. Sanji and Usopp will be November, December. Either one. I don't know which one first. But if they do East Blue versions, technically that is pre-time skip, so they can make all the pre-time skip versions of the Straw Hats. Like Jinbei looks the same, he's just wearing different clothing, time skip and pre-time skip. So Jinbei looks the same no matter what. Frankie's different, so they could do a pre-time skip Frankie, which I actually like the pre-time skip version of Frankie a little bit better. I know the time skip version, he's more advanced and like upgraded himself, but I think I would rather get a pre-time skip version of Frankie first. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do it. They definitely have to complete pre-time skip or time skip versions of these Straw Hats, regardless. They have to. You know what I mean? Brooke, Brooke. I mean, looks the same too. He's just wearing different clothing. Pre-time skip and time skip. Robin, you can make time skip, pre-time skip, so they could definitely do the pre-time skip of her. Same with Chopper, you have the time skip, pre-time skip, but I would like them to make the pre-time skip first. I mean, it's hard to say what they're gonna do. Like, are they gonna do all the Wano versions of them first? Are they gonna go back and do how they all looked when we first saw them time skip, like when they were heading to Fisherman Island? Are they going to go back to do that? Are they going to try to focus more on the East Blue and then pre-time skip versions of them? Or will they complete the Wano versions of them? You know what I mean? Luffy's going to be like Goku, and then Zoro's going to be like Vegeta when it comes to this line. So, and then Sanji is kind of in there too, because the Straw Hats, those are the big three. So, but it's hard to say what direction they're going to do and what versions of the Straw Hats they'll complete first. You know what I mean? So it's difficult to say, but yeah, they will definitely do Usopp and Robin. It just depends if they're going to do time skip or pre-time skip first. Hello, Ronin Rex. Beckers. I am new here. What do you do? I do like figure related stuff, anime stuff, you know, kind of like geeky stuff. What else we got? Ronin Rex. We could agree the anime is better than the show. Oh, with One Piece? Yeah, definitely. 100%. No live action will ever be better than the anime. Oh, of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Is that what you're talking about, or One Piece? Anime clusters. I think Luffy's smiling face is a little scary. Oh, the one that's included with Nami. It is a little freakish, but it's funny too, you know. Ghost Tab. I hope they make a live action female looking Nami. I hope they make. I mean, are you kind of like making a joke about it because the one that we're getting doesn't look like Emily Rudd? I mean, that sucks. It really doesn't look like her. Like everything else is fine. It's just that face sculpt from the promo images and on display looks, it just doesn't resemble her that much. Maybe they needed more paint detail on the face or something. But yeah, it just doesn't really look like Emily Rudd. Like the Anaki Godoy one, the little smirking, smiling face looks like him. The other one, kind of. The Makenyu faces for Zoro do look like him, but definitely could have had more paint detail in him as well. Babek. Maybe they will redo the face. I mean, so many people are complaining about that Nami face. It would be smart of them to do it. I mean, she doesn't release until August, so I don't think they're already like processing with making her figure right now. Undead Unluck. Yeah, that's the name of that show. I watched Avatar anime and Nickelodeon since childhood. Yeah, so many people told me I should watch the animation of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I just never gotten around to it. But you could tell they definitely are being more uh, uh, what am I? Unlike the movie, which was completely inaccurate, but I didn't know because I never watched the anime or animation of Avatar: The Last Airbender. The live action series is a lot more accurate, from what I see, to the animation. And the actors I think are doing a good job. The kid who plays Zuko I think's all right. Everyone else is pretty good though. I think they're all doing a pretty good job as these characters, especially the guy Boomy. If he did, he was so over the top and captured that animation type of character really well. That actor. What's up, notification? Sorry. Yeah, Sun Raku. That's the bird guy. That's what I'm calling him, bird guy, also known as. Oh, is he wearing a mask? So he's not a bird; it's a mask. Okay, and he's basically a Inosuke from a different universe, but with a bird mask. All right, I thought he was like a half mutated, kind of like uh Fushi, the bird dude from My Hero Academia, because he has a human body, but he has a bird head. But that's like his mutation and his quirk. So is what that dude's from, that Shangri Frontier, that's an anime, it's not a game, or is it both? Bevik, do you guys watch Vinland Saga? Yes, I do. I actually need to continue watching it. I just paid for my Figma Thorfinn, so I definitely need to finish watching it. I think I got like halfway through season one, but I really loved it. And I don't know why I stopped watching it. But I was just saying to myself yesterday and today that I need to continue watching it, which I probably will after this live. Kuso, I have not. I have seen Shogun's trailer. I will soon. I still need to finish Baki Hanma. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Like you really, I know like you're a huge anime fan and stuff like that, so you'll probably really like Shogun. It's a really good series. Like it surprised me how good it was. I remember they kept promoting the hell out of it, and I'm like, damn, I really want to watch this. This does look like a really good series. And I didn't expect much going into it, but watching it, it blew my mind. Like it's a very intriguing show. There's other people trying. They eventually want to kick that guy out to become the leaders of what I think they're in Osaka, Japan. So it there's gonna be backstabbing, traitors in it, similar maybe to Game of Thrones. Might be like a Game of Thrones feudal Japan type thing going on. That's what I'm getting. That's the vibes it's giving me from what I watched. Kuso, SH Figuarts would make Luffy easily because mostly. Yeah, exactly. Like the pre-time skip Luffy, they could do the Annie's Lobby Luffy, just give him black shorts. That's all they have to do because he wore the red vest, I believe. Or was yeah, red vest, black shorts. That's all it is. And then a lot of his outfits are like that. Like I think he had like an orange or yellow top once, and then blue shorts or something. And then this is the one I really like. During Impel Down and Marineford, he had like that yellowish, orangey vest with the red shorts. And I really like that. Same with the Enies Lobby look. And then you also said, I would love to see Wano, Nami, Usopp, and Nami. Nami twice! Whoa! You mean Nico Robin? I would love for them to make a Wano. I want them to just make any Nico Robin, to tell you the truth. I want a frickin' Figuarts Nico Robin. God damn it. Beric Tunes. Yeah, but for Egghead, I wonder how the closed system would work. Maybe like Yamato. Possibly. I saw someone either they made a custom skirt piece with the rope belt for her, or they bought it off someone. It looked pretty good, actually. Yeah, because their Egghead arc costumes are very outlandish and futuristic looking. Kuso, I would also be interested to see Jinbei and SH Figuarts Frankie. Yeah, same here. And then Babak said, I think they would make Robin before Frankie. I think so too. I think if they do, say they do pre-time skip, right? And they just add them with, you could just add them with your East Blue figures. I feel like they would do Chopper next or Robin, and then vice versa. Whoever they make, them like the other one next. Then we would get a Frankie pre-time skip, and then they could do Brooke, and then we would just need Jinbei, and that's it. And finally, we can complete some damn version of the Straw Hats that nobody has done yet. Not even Bandai America with Anime Heroes. They didn't even make Robin or Nami yet, and then they also have to do Jinbei. I know they just, I think Sabo just released from Anime Heroes. He looks alright. Like, if you want to stand in Sabo, you can get the Anime Heroes one. I think it's, I don't know if it released, but it's been up for pre-order. It might have just released. Same here, Kuso. I would love a Nico Robin as well, Figuarts. And then Babik, and do you think we will ever see Gear 4's SH Figuarts? Yeah, I think at some point we will. I'm telling you, like, Luffy is going to be the Goku of the Figuarts line. Just like how Naruto is going to be the Goku of the Figuarts Naruto line. For the One Piece line, Luffy will be the Goku. So at some point we will get a Gear 4. Because pretty much every other one is going to be a repaint. Like, I feel like either probably next year's San Diego Comic-Con, possibly New York Comic-Con this year, if not next year for either one. I feel like some of the different color variations of his East Blue outfit will be San Diego or New York Comic-Con exclusives. Ghost Top, Post Time Skip Ace looks the same. Yeah, that's another one, Ace too, yeah. Give him like a give him a hole in his chest accessory. The where did he get him? The lower or upper? I think they got him in. He got him in the upper torso. Sentinel Ace is superior. Wait, Sentinel made a Portgas D Ace figure? CM Brock. You're talking Greek to me. I have no idea about One Piece in the slightest. I mean, you like anime, right, CM Brock? You should watch it. It's a really good series. Like, I got Champ recently addicted to it. Star Blast went back to start watching it again because he ended it or stopped watching it around the beginning of Whole Cake Island, and Star Blast picked it back up, and he's starting to watch it again. Ghost Hive. Animation of Avatar is a masterpiece. Yeah, a lot of my friends kept recommending it to me. Even Champ recommended it, and I think Star Blast did too. Burgos, hello. Lots of pre-orders going up all at once. What's a good website to pre-order from that isn't well known, so that the struggle of pre-ordering a figure isn't a nightmare? There's a few. You got like Karama Toys. They're pretty good, but you have to pay up front. Hobby Link Japan, but a lot of people know about that. Same with Ami Ami. Hobby Genki. That's another one, but people are starting to know about that one as well. There is like all of them. People find out about all of them at some point, but Karama Toys is a pretty good one. You know who has a lot of good websites? Ghost Tav. He knows a lot of good ones. All right, so you got. All right, so it's oh, anime based on RPG game. Okay, So it probably would be something I wouldn't be too into then. Alright. I mean, if it's like their actual world, I don't mind it, but when it's like a character who lives in like a modern time like us, and then they get sent into a game, I don't like that. Like Sword Art Online, and there's so many anime like that though. Like when it's their real world, like solo leveling Goblin Slayer, then I like it. But I don't like when they get sent into like a video game world. Like, is it their real world or is it a like a video game world? Like, if it's like solo leveling, I wouldn't mind it. Burgos, looking forward to the Sab Odi outfit for Luffy. Oh yeah, that's another good one. I like that outfit too. A rabbit wearing a suit. So you're saying Sanraku should have came with Emil, which is a rabbit wearing a suit that is on Sanraku's shoulder all the time. Kind of like Rob Lucci with the pigeon. Is that what you're saying? It's like that? That's right, Kuso. We do get Law next month. And that figure better be fire. I mean, it does look like it will be. I'll probably have mine displayed without his coat. Mm. Alright, so... Okay, maybe I'll check out that series then, Kuso. So he fights as... Well, yeah, you were saying he's like a Nosuke, and he fights like a Nosuke, so... That probably will be pretty... I'll have to check it out. Who the hell's bringing politics in here? Yeah, no politics over here. I hate politics. All politicians are liars, and they just lie. We're in here talking about anime and figures and shit. Not politics. I despise politicians. They're like the scum of the earth. They really are, to tell you the truth. They're lying pieces of shit. Anime, except anime politics. I also don't like Star Wars politics. Like what George Lucas did with episode 1. Man, he made that shit. I hated those parts. He made it so boring doing that. Like, bro. Let them do their goddamn adventure, dude. He put way too many politics in episode 1, Phantom Menace. A Joe Biden figure, oh my god. They would have to give him a face sculpt where he looks lost and doesn't know where he's going. I'm telling you, man, when someone runs for president, they should get like a psychological exam to see if they're like all there. Like the dude has Alzheimer's or something. What's up, Chappie? And thank you. So, what should we talk about now? I didn't really check out this Mandalorian yet. But did anybody watch the Ones Who Live with Andrew Lincoln coming back as Rick, and then Michonne came back too? And in your opinion, How are Figmas compared to SH Figuarts? Gojo, what's your favorite figure? That's hard to say when you do favorite figures. I'll end up naming a few. I'll answer that in a sec, but at the moment, I like Figuarts more than Figma. Figma has kind of been lacking as of late, even with like their newer stuff. I'll have to see. Like I know their Jujutsu Kaisen stuff's really good, but like their Nanami, I thought was okay. Um, I am getting the Vinland Saga Thorfinn probably be. Um, I mean, if Ami Ami ships it tonight, I might get a Friday, if not Monday. But yeah, Figma. It's like they don't try as much anymore, like how they used to, and it's kind of sad because they can make some really good figures. But as of right now, I think Figuarts is much better than Figma, and I pretty much always thought Figuarts were, but Figuarts, last year had some bad figures as well. But I don't know. It seems like Figma, they don't focus, or who's that? Max Factory. They don't really focus on their Figmas as much anymore. Yeah, Inumaki, I'm gonna get because he's one of my favorites from JJK. I think I did pre-order him actually. Now that you said that, Kuso. And then favorite figures. All right, this one's biased because Akaza is one of my favorite characters. So the Buzzmod Akaza, because Akaza is just one of my favorite characters. Period. Probably the new SH Figuarts Kakashi. What else do I really like? I really like the SH Figuarts Fifth Form Cooler, Bardock. What is some other ones? Man, I can't even think of stuff right now. What in the heck? I mean, there's a bunch of figures I really like. It's hard to really just put one at the top. I'm still trying to think of like other figures I really like. Oh, Mafex Gambit. That's one of my favorites. I mean, it is a really good figure. Gambit is just he's my favorite Marvel character, always has been. And to me, that's the definitive 1/12 scale Gambit figure. Their Scarlet Spider is really good too. There's just so many figures. It's hard. It's hard to like just choose one. I always have to choose a couple of them. CM Brock. No, what channel is that? Or stream? Oh, for Shogun. Is that what you're talking about, CM Brock? Oh, or the ones who live. Yeah, Ghost Tav. You said it. You heard it was really good. The ones who live. It is. It starts off with like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And the episode was just really good from beginning to end. You see, I think it's been 5 years since Rick went missing, so he's been with this CMR group so far for 5 years. So they kind of show you in the first episode kind of like he's been trying to escape all the time and he can't. It's so hard to escape from them. They always end up getting him. uh it was good. It was good, and it's just great seeing Andrew Lincoln back as Rick Grimes. To me, I felt like him leaving kind of killed The Walking Dead, which it really did. It really killed that show. uh it's like if you're watching or reading a Batman comic or watching a Batman movie, and Batman, the guy who plays Batman's like, oh, I don't want to play Batman anymore, and he ends up leaving. So it's like you're just watching just random. I mean, Gotham would be interesting on its own, but it's like Batman, where the hell is he? He left. So that I felt like Walking Dead died off when he left in the beginning of season 9. Marvel fan, what Deadpool 3 Marvel Legends do you think we will get? They'll definitely do Deadpool. We'll definitely get Wolverine. And what we'll probably get a nice chunk of characters. They'll probably do a wave, at least one wave of characters from Deadpool 3. And if you're going to talk about Figma, then I'm having high hopes on Figma Elden Ring. Oh, yeah, that Elden Ring figure from Figma looks sick as hell. Oh, yeah, you guys seen... What the hell are you talking about? What's up, Madara Chia? How many people spam? What the hell are you talking about? Polarized light? Since you put Crow, has anyone seen Bill Skarsgård as the Crow? I always thought the Crow looked cooler with like long hair, like what Brandon Lee has, but he has just regular short hair. But like the black lines and stuff on the face look pretty cool. They showed like a few images of him as the Crow, the Dub Bub. Figma is sorta hit and miss. Sometimes they're bangers, but generally, I'll grab up Figuarts. Yeah, same here, Dub Bub. See, I'm Brock. The only Figmas I've gotten is these Zelda figures in Overwatch. Yeah, their Twilight Princess stuff was great, or at least that Link was. But they have made other Links that are really good, and then their new Link and the other dude looks really cool too. I collected all those that bloody exclusive to somewhere figure. Gojo, my favorite fig is Kid Naruto. That is actually a really good figure. Their Naruto figures are just top tier awesomeness. They're such great figures, man. Because you can pretty much do whatever you want with them. And then they usually hook it up with accessories, give effects and stuff. And Tamashii Nations usually, stiffs us when it comes to effects with figures. Like their JJK stuff. I don't think any of them have came with effects. I think maybe Yuchi did, and that's it. I think he did, like the fist ones, but none of them have any type of effects. Like Kuso, you and me were talking about how Megami, the Figuarts ones just have hands and faces. Like, all right, that's okay. But the Figma one had like a shadow you put on the ground. Then it came with the wolf, you said, and I think he even had a bloody face. Like Figuarts rarely does bloody faces and such. Why don't they do it? Like, come on, man. Like me and Starblast were talking. The next podcast episode, we talked about these new reveals, and we were talking about Itachi, and they gave him the closed eye face. Like, why couldn't you put blood on it? You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude's bleeding, or he bleeds out his freaking eyeball when he's fighting Sasuke at one point. So you couldn't have made like another face sculpt with blood on it, you know? Like Figma does that. Buzzmod is even doing it with their 2.0 Rengoku. So Figuarts have done it. I forgot what character a Dragon Ball character had it, but then they also did it with the proud Namekian Piccolo with his chopped off arm. There's Namekian blood dripping. There was a Dragon Ball figure that had blood though. I forgot. Oh no, Chainsaw Man. That's Chainsaw Man has blood all over his chainsaws. So they can do it. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know why they don't do it more often. Cause like a good example would have been the Battle Damage Cell Saga Gohan. They could have at least gave him an interchangeable left arm, all cut up with blood and everything on it. That would have looked so dope. Lurkai, yo Didi, what's good? Been a minute since I joined a live, but hope you're doing well. I am doing good, thank you, good sir. And yeah, I haven't seen you on here since like I was doing lives. I was like a year ago or something. So glad you made it. Madara, I found an eBay listing for that bad Kakashi figure, and it's funny, I might get it. Is it like a real bad knockoff of him? Garf. Do you personally have an opinion on the new Scarlet Spider Marvel Legends? Also, what fan asked, what and when do you think we'll get Deadpool 3 figures? The Scarlet Spider Marvel Legends, I know they put a symbol more in the center this time, I believe. I mean, it looks good. You know, it looks like a pretty good figure. And the Deadpool 3 stuff, I think we'll get Marvel Legends either the month it releases or the month before. They're pretty good with getting waves out of like a movie before the movie comes out. So we'll probably see that like right before the movie drops. With Figuarts, if they make another movie Deadpool, because we oh yeah, I forgot to show off this. I got this version of Deadpool because they made two. So they made the first version that gypped us with guns, right? Then they did this one where they gave him like a wash, so like he's not as vibrant with the red. And this one's much better, to tell you the truth, with the added paintwork to with the wash. And then they give you 6 pistols. You get the regular ones that you can holster now, and then you get ones with smoke coming out the barrel, and then you get another set with like a gun blast effect molded onto it. But say they do another movie, Deadpool, he does look pretty similar from what I saw from the trailer and the behind the scenes pictures. So they can just do another Deadpool. And they could do Wolverine. They at least have to do those two if Figuarts plans to make Deadpool 3 stuff. But with Figuarts, we won't get it till like months after. Marvel Legends will definitely get either the month Deadpool comes out, which is July, or we'll get it maybe June, maybe even May. Kuso said, okay, one complaint. S.A. Figuarts Itachi. Why does he come with a sword coming out of the sheath accessory? Like, we have a sword and we have a sheath, but a sheath with a sword pulled out. Oh, that's a separate accessory. So the sword. I mean, I do like when they do stuff like this where you could just put the entire sword in it. But Tamashii Nations is definitely known for not doing that. Like Zoro, for example. They give you the Pegdom ones. So, are you just asking why he comes with the sword and sheath? Or are you just asking why we have that specific accessory where he's pulling the sword out? Because I believe he used a sword at some point, but I thought maybe it was Sasuke's. But I could have sworn I remember him using a sword at some point in the anime. But this is the Naruto 99, I guess, manga poster that they're doing like a little separate thing of. And that one, he has a sword with a sheath, so yeah. But yeah, they should have gave him like crows, like a group of crows, you know? Thoughts on the Crows release photos? Oh yeah, I already talked about it. So there you go, Ghost Tav. I think he looks pretty cool, but like I said, I always thought the Crow looked cool with like long hair, kind of like Brandon Lee. And then when they did Crow City of Angels, that dude had longer hair too. Vincent Perez, I think his name was. He did a good job as a, because it's always different people. Like they always switch up who the Crow is, and the first and second one were the only good ones. From 3 on, they all sucked. Hopefully, this reboot will be really good. I mean, Bill Skarsgård's playing it, and that dude's such a great actor. Friggin' Pennywise. So, but he's done so many things, and he is a really, really good actor. So, I'm, like I said, I like the way they did the black paint for the eyes and around the mouth. That looked pretty good. He has like tattoos all over, which is pretty cool too. So, Garf, that especially too. How do you Marvel Legends Scarlet will compare to? Oh, how do you think? I mean, like the Marvel Legends, you'll get nowhere near as many accessories. I don't know why I feel like that didn't sound right. You won't get as many accessories with Marvel Legends compared with Mafex. I feel like Mafex overall will probably have the better articulation, but the Marvel Legends one is probably gonna be pretty kick-ass, especially with the price you pay. Marvel Legends, they keep getting better as a figure company. Hasbro doing the Marvel Legends stuff. They do keep getting better. Like the 97 Wolverine is a fantastic freaking figure. Like I really, their Venoms are really good too. Like Marvel Legends, sometimes they make duds, sometimes they drop bombs with some awesome stuff. And I feel like that Scarlet Spider is going to turn out really good. But like accessory wise, articulation, Mafex will definitely beat them in that. I mean, the figure's almost triple the price, so it should. You know what I mean? Dragon Gaming just said Godzilla. Yes, I cannot wait for Godzilla and Kong, and I loved -1. CM Brock. Oh, the Walking Dead thing. I rented it. Why does that sound like that's not right? On Apple, on iTunes. I think you have to get like AMC's streaming service because it is on cable. It's on AMC's channel. It's on every Sunday night. I think either at 8 or 9. But I don't know what streaming service it would be on other than AMC's. I like how all these cable networks are making their own streaming service because they know cable is going to be done for soon. No spoilers. Yeah, Lurkai, I was making sure to avoid spoilers. Rick does not say coral, but he does say thang and everything. He does say thang a lot, so he brought back when he says thang. It was always that and coral that everybody loved the way he always said it. Gojo, what figures do you dislike? I wasn't happy with how the Wano Figuarts Zoro turned out. Once you swap out the lower portion of his robe for a custom cloth wired one, it does make the figure a lot better, but still, you can't do poses with his swords like this, which is still disappointing. Zoro should freaking be able to do that. And I swear to God, his East Blue Zoro better have good articulation like this live action one. The SH Figuarts Guts. Just like with Zoro, I wish I didn't say that, but that's another figure I really dislike. Holy crap. My God, man. That they really fumbled and dropped the ball big time with that Guts. Griffith, too. I mean, the Griffith isn't as bad as Guts. Still has some weird issues like his super flat feet, that stupid pre-pose POS horse that they gave us. I mean, I'm sure there's other figures I dislike as well. But those are like some main ones that come to my head right away. Dog, Mafex needs to make a classic Doctor Doom. Yeah, they do. I mean, they slowly just started doing like comic versions of Avengers. Like did we get the Iron Man yet? I believe we got Iron Man and Captain America, and I think Thor recently released. Or we're getting the Captain America soon. So they're slowly doing, like, Avengers, the comic versions. So I could see them at some point doing Doctor Doom. I mean, he's such a fan favorite villain from Marvel. Makes sense for them to do it, but I feel like they would wait until they make, like, Mr. Fantastic first or something. But Mafex is just... They absolutely kill it with their comic versions, whether it's DC or Marvel. They do beautiful jobs with those figures. Ghost Tab. Let me open this Mandalorian, huh? Oh, yeah, the other thing I got, you guys probably know. Like, I got a lot of shit in. Mezco Snake Eyes. I should have the Mezco Ninja Turtles in soon. This is a pretty cool figure, to tell you the truth. And he has pretty good ankle joints. You know? So they did, and my God, his accessories are so goddamn awesome and fun. But I'm super excited for their Ninja Turtles. I love anything Ninja Turtles. That was like my favorite thing as a kid. I love Ninja Turtles, and I still do to this day. But I'm super duper excited for their action figurines. This Mandalorian is pretty cool too, but I've been noticing Mafex keeps copying off our custom capes. Like now with Mandalorian. Because with Batman, if any of you have ever gotten our Batman cape, or you know how we make, like, you know that we have the one piece of bendy wire on the ends, then we put an additional 5 pieces throughout the middle, running up and down. Now with our Mando cape, we run a piece down the side, and then when I cut it, I add like holes in the bottom to add to the tattered look. I mean, that's how Mando's cape is, but they didn't do that. I don't believe they did that last time with their Mando. I might like cut it up some more to make it not look like they just cut it and then just made little triangle cuts. You got to make it look more original and unique. Like, see how like repetitive that is? But they never added the holes, I don't believe, from the first one, and it's not that wide, which is fine. His cape really shouldn't be because it's not. But oh, and thank God, it's not pink. I don't know why that first one had a freaking pink blaster, dude. Like, why was it pink? It's like sleepover party Mando with a pink blaster. Oh God. But yeah, this thing's pretty good. I believe it's very similar to their original. Like we have this now, the little symbol of him and Groku's like symbol. But he has so many accessories, bro. So look at this: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 alternate hands. Then you get the dark saber with the blade out. Then it retracted, and then you have two of the longer blasters here, or electrified guns. You have one that he can holster, and then one that he's using. And then of course you get the stand. Oh, and then you have the grapple hook there. I could have sworn this. Oh, the spear. I was like, where the hell's the Beskar spear? Here we go, right here. So you have all his freaking accessories, and that's not even everything. So you get the. I don't want everything falling out. So you have jet booster blast effects or whatever. You have the flamethrower. Then you have the electricity thing for the gun. Then you have the missiles. I forgot what they were called. You get the knife. That's where his blaster was. You got the jetpack. You have 3 alternate heads. So you have the regular one. Then you have another masked one with his light out. Then you have the Pedro Pascal one. Then you do get 2 Grogus, one in the bag, and then a regular one. You can move his head and arms. And then you have these little like loops, and those are for the blaster when you have it holstered or when he's using it. But I love how they gave you the flamethrower too. Like they made like a definitive Mandalorian figure here. That's why I skipped out on Figuarts. Same with the Boba Fett. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with Mafex because Mafex rarely lets me down. You know, I mean, sometimes you can still get a break, and that sucks. But Figuarts isn't always entirely accurate. Mafex, 99% accurate most of the time. Figuarts, 75-80% accurate. But then Figuarts will jip you with accessories a lot. Mafex hooks you the up. Mafex is my favorite figure company now. They used to be one of my least favorites. And it's crazy how now they're my favorite figure company. I just love their action figures, man. They're so much fun. They always try to give you the most articulation. That they're very accurate. Their detail is so awesome. They do shading, wash. They hook you up with accessories, like hook you up, man. And you know what? I feel like you're getting your freaking money's worth, man. When you get a Figuarts for like the same price, you're lucky to get the basics, the hands and faces, which Figuarts is always good with that. But with like extra stuff, maybe effects or like with Zoro, we at least got his swords, the sheets, and all that stuff. But I mean, with the Wano Zoro, they could have given you another sword with the blade, or with his blades blackened using hockey, you know? So why didn't they do that? You know what I mean? So, they like Kakashi, right? So, Sasuke has the Chidori. Why couldn't you just give the same damn thing with Kakashi? I mean, all right, I could just use Sasuke's, but you guys couldn't do that with Kakashi? Or give him or a Kanai or something. You know what I mean? So they are like with their JJK stuff. None of them have any type of effects. So I don't know what the Figuarts one comes with, but I guarantee you, Mafex gave you more accessories, and they made sure to give you everything that Mandalorian has, from weapons to Grogu effects and all that stuff. So, yeah, Mafex has definitely come a long way, and to me, they definitely earned that favorite figure spot of mine. But this thing is really cool. Ooh, I like the way they did the armor on the legs. Very nice. Yeah, Mafex doesn't, they hook you up, man. It's a pretty cool looking figure. Like, look how they did the armor. I know my light's kind of different, but you have, like, all these black specks all throughout it, which look pretty cool. Because I know the armor on his thighs don't look as clean as the armor on his helmet or the chest and stuff. But yeah, if I would say get a Mandalorian figure and you want just one, I would go with this one here, definitely. Really cool looking dude. I want to put his jetpack on. I think you could holster. I believe you could holster the spear. You can get his jetpack on. Ooh, wait. Oh, does this come off? Oh, shit. So, his armor comes off on the back. Oh, it's magnetized too. So then you could put his jetpack on. Yeah, I feel the magnet in there. That's another smart thing they do. But the only thing, you got to get this under that harness strap. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Up, up. Wait, I didn't get it on all the way, damn it. Alright, now it's... That's pretty cool. So you take off the armor on the back there, and then you switch it out with the jetpack one. Pretty cool. So there's not just a random hole there for the jetpack. And you put the cape to the side there. Now I'm wondering if you can holster. Hold on, let's see. Can you holster? I guess you can't holster the spear. I'm sure you could wedge it in under the jetpack or something. Let's see, hold on. Sorry, I'm falling behind on comments at the moment because I'm playing with action figures. Oh, shit. And I wonder if you could put the hilt of the Darksaber anywhere. So you can, yeah, I think you could just wedge it in there, to tell you the truth. Let's see. I feel like that can wedge in there. Let's see, let's see. Damn it, Cape, get out my bloody way. Get back here. Oh yeah, this is made out of real Beskar. Yeah, you can wedge it in there. It looks like it can wedge in there. I think it can fit in there. Oh yeah. Bam! Okay, so you can holster it. Nice. You just gotta wedge it in the jetpack. Whoops. That's pretty cool. Okay. Nice, man. Alright, yeah, I just wanted to mess around with that a little bit because I didn't really yet. And then let's see. So I believe this comes off. So take that off the gauntlet on the top. And then just peg the flamethrower on. And bam, yo. Bam! That's freaking dope. Hell yeah. And then the other side's for the... I forgot what it's called. That looks really cool. And it's a nice translucent orange and then blends into the blue. That's dope. Oh man, this is gonna be a super duper fun figure. I gotta do a YouTube short of him. Nice, man. Yang Grogu here. You have the little bag. Oh wait. Oh, they made the strap actual fabric. Okay. Oh, you can move his head in there too. You can move his head around. What do you guys think? I think we're getting a season 4 of Mandalorian, then a movie after that, and then it's done. So what do you guys think of that? Oh, shit. Whoops. I popped his little arm off his little joint. Oh, the hand. I didn't even realize the hands move too. Freaking love Grogu, man. Do the feet move? No, they don't. I mean, it's kind of similar to the Black Series one with like articulation. I mean, how much articulation can you give a figure that's like an inch, you know? Especially wearing like a robe like that. Excuse me. All right. Ooh. Which one do you like better? In the pouch or him just chilling? That's pretty cool though. I didn't realize. I thought it was going to be more statue-like, but you could you could move his little head around and have him look left or right. That is so cool, man. Aren't we getting an IG-11 Mafex figure as well, right? And then who's making... Is it Figuarts doing Moff Gideon, or was that Mafex too? I know they're doing a Luke, which I pre-ordered. Definitely had to pre-order that. Freaking love Grogu, man. Cool little dude. They should do a movie of him when he's older and like half trained and as being a Mandalorian and knowing the Force. That would be pretty cool. And then say like it's been so long, Mando died from old age or something, so now he's on his own, but he's a Mandalorian, but still knows how to use the Force and stuff. That'd be pretty cool to see that at some point. But yeah, yeah. So it seems like we're only getting one more season of Mandalorian, season 4, and then after that, they're gonna wrap it up with a movie, and then that's that. Yeah, I fell behind on comments, so I'm reading through the comments. So don't worry, I'll get to yours when I catch up. Ghost Hub, Batman without Batman. Yeah, this is when I was talking about when Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln left The Walking Dead. He said Batman without Batman shows Gotham Titan. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like Gotham still is interesting, but still, it's like Batman. You want to see Batman. It's like if Batman left Gotham forever. You know, it's like if Goku left Dragon Ball. You know, I mean, they're still interesting characters, but he was the main character, and then they Carl's gone. He like in the comics he was technically a main character, you know. Whoever's read it knows what I mean. Ghost Tob, the tattoo crow pictures look okay, but that does give me Jared Leto vibes. Don't worry, Bill Skarsgård's nothing like Jared Leto. Yeah, Ganondorf, that's the other dude's name from Zelda. TVK Figuarts, Marvel Legends or McFarlane? Marvel Legends all the way. Kuso, yes, and psychotic grin face with blood. Shit, I forgot what we were talking about. Figuarts changed something. Oh, when I was talking about blood. Barely had any blood. Yeah, but like I'm saying, like you rarely see Figuarts put blood on their figures, period. Chainsaw Man had the most blood I ever seen them put on a figure. Kusto fighting Sasuke. Oh yeah, I remember that episode. He was fighting Sukuna. Lurkai. I think most Japanese companies will stray away from adding blood to their characters due to the audience potentially being kids, teens, so they don't do it often. Yeah, that's what we were thinking, but I mean, these aren't aimed for children, you know what I mean? It even says on the packaging, I think like ages 15 and up, you know? Yeah, ages 15 and up right here. So, I mean, you can put blood on some stuff, or maybe do an exclusive where it's like a bloody, like for example, say the I know Dragon Ball, a lot of kids like it too, but say for an example, the legendary Super Saiyan Goku, right? So we just got that regular version with like the cuts on them. They could do a San Diego or a Comic Con version and then make them all bloody or something, you know, a bloody variant. And then, you know, if parents don't want their kids to have that one, they don't have to buy it. You know what I mean? So Pisces, Axii said hi. Hello there. I was trying to say your first name, so I'll just say Pisces. Garth, speaking of anime figures in general, I would do anything for a good Ken Kaneki figure, but there's big. Who is that? What is he from? I don't know what that character is from. I know it's from anime. Ghost Tab. I would like for the Ghost Tab. I would like for Figma to do some re-releases. I would love to get another Space Adventure Cobra, Goblin Slayer, and Heartbeat. Yeah, their Goblin Slayer was a really good figure. I remember I got it mainly just to review, but I ended up really liking it. Like they killed it. Like 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 when they try with stuff, they kill it. I'm very curious to see how Thorfinn turns out. I hope I get him Friday because I'm really curious to see how that figure turned out because that's their latest release. So we'll have to see how it turns out. And their Berserk figures weren't bad. They're just outdated. You know, I would have loved for them to, retweak a few things, give them new joints, and they could have did a sort of 2.0 release of them. Like their Skull Knight looks great. And it probably will be a great figure. And I think it also comes with his horse. So like Figma or Max Factory can make some kick-ass figures. It's just I feel like they're more focused on their Nendroids, whatever they're called, which is like their versions of Funko Pops, but they have a little bit of articulation and swappable accessories. Madara, I'm talking about the one from your worst. Oh, that one. Yeah, that's where I found it on eBay. When I find like the worst figures, when I do those videos, I either look on eBay or Temu. Wait till you guys see some of the Temu stuff I found. Like, holy shit. Did I do one with a Temu figure? I don't think I did. Oh, no. The NECA Ninja Turtles, the 1990 original movie ones, those were from Temu. Look, we definitely need a Revoltech Tokyo Ghoul line. I've never watched Tokyo Ghoul, but I heard that it's a good series, and I heard the live action movie was actually really good too. But yeah, nobody's really made Tokyo Ghoul figures. I know one company made the main character, but I forgot which company it was. Kuso, I have the Revoltech 2.0 Deadpool. He's the best. My favorite comic version Deadpool, if you want to get into that, not counting the movie, has always been Mafex's. I always thought Mafex just killed it with their comic version Deadpool. The only thing I didn't like, no guns. And, like, why do that shit, man? That just pisses people off. But I never got the 2.0 Amazing Yamaguchi one. I did like their original one, but I know the 2.0 one did look really good. And then Kuso, was that Kuso? Yeah, Kuso also said, yes, I like to have a sword that can be sheathed, but we have that sword being pulled out. It's a separate piece. Yeah, I know what you mean with the Itachi. So I'm guessing we'll have that. It'll be a separate piece. You have the sword itself, and then I'm guessing they'll have, like what Zoro has, a sheath with just the handle and it's pegged in. They'll probably have that too, I'm guessing. Lurkai, I doubt SH Figuarts would pick up TG. Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know why, but they don't seem keen on making a lot of signing series. And we have Berserk, but outside, if that, I can't think of other mature series they cover. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man and Berserk are really like the mature audience figures that they do. I mean, JJK's kind of pretty brutal too and bloody as a series also. But I feel like kids can watch that more over like Tokyo Ghoul or Berserk, Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is very mature rated. Pisces, can you share your thoughts on the hate that the Tobey Maguire Marvel Legends Spider-Man figure has received? SH Figuarts version is better, for sure, but the Legends looks good enough to me. Yeah, the Legends one, I don't think any of them are bad. I think people are mainly upset with how Hasbro were doing the accessories, because you had the 3-pack, and I think that was an opportunity for them. They could have thrown in the unmasked heads with that, but they purposely waited to do another wave to make all those Spider-Mans again, but with unmasked head sculpts. I think they look fine for what they are. You know, they do use the 3D printing tech, and they're pretty damn good. Like the Robert Downey Jr. is really good. Even their Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin's good. But with Hasbro, a lot of companies do this, even Figuarts. They don't add enough paint detail sometimes in the face sculpts, so it doesn't bring out the likeness as good as it should, you know? And that's probably what it was. Because, like, their face sculpts, I think, are fine. Are they the best? No, but I mean, you're paying what at most? Maybe $30 for a Marvel Legends. They're like 25, 27 bucks with taxes and stuff. And truthfully, that's not bad for what you're getting. And they seem to be doing better with including accessories more often. Like, I just got their Marvel Knights blade, which is pretty good. I wish he did have another alternate head sculpt with just like a basic look. But they give you 2 stakes, those curved bladed weapons. You get a sword with the sheath as well. So they gave you a and you get alternate gripping hands with the fists. So they have been like giving accessories more often, but like the Tobey Maguire face, it's not that bad really. So I don't know why people are like being very judgmental, I guess, or very, I guess, not super happy with how they turned out. Like Champ thought it was fine too, and he loves Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man as a whole, you know? So Champ really liked that figure. Star Blast got the 3-pack. So, yeah, I don't know why it's getting so much hate. I know there's like a bootleg version that looks really bad, though. Garf, yeah, Garf said. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. But they did. And it was like the bezel ones that would be, oh, Berserk ones that would be sick. Oh, you're talking about the Tokyo Ghoul stuff. Lurkai, Marvel Legends has been getting so much better. I just wish, for the love of God, they'd update the ab section, yes, and add butterfly joints to their figures. That's why I was saying I love the 97 Wolverine, because he has the butterfly joints, and you can get him in great poses. And I also love when they either add a boot cut or a swivel around the ankle. That, to me, makes a Marvel Legends so much better. Like, with their Venom, they don't have that. Like the movie one, and then the 2-pack he came in, they don't have that on that Venom, and it drives me nuts because they do the ankle pivot. Well, no, the ankle rocker. And when you do it, whoops, hold on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. What bugs me with an ankle rocker? Oh God. Yeah, like wait. All right, here's a good example of why I don't like ankle rockers. Like ankle pivot to me is like one of the most integral parts of articulation. So what bugs me with the ankle rocker, right? So we have the 2-pack Venom, same body mold as the movie Venom, right? So when you use an ankle rocker, I mean, you do get the pivot, but the more you pivot it, it just goes on such a very weird, look at the angle on that. Like, what the hell, dude? So when they add like a boot cut swivel or a swivel around the ankle, so when you have them in a pose like that and you start using the ankle rocker, you could move the swivel so it doesn't look abnormal. You know what I mean? So I love when they add a swivel around the boot cut or around the ankle somewhere. You know, I hate when they don't give any type of swivel from like the calf down, because it's just, and then when you pose it like that, it just looks, it messes up the look of the figure too, and it's like, dude, man, you know. So I hate when they don't put that in there. And yeah, like I want, and also me personally, I hate ab crunches. To me, it's such an outdated point of articulation. I know some people like it, but I hate them. They're so outdated. It's like mid and late 2000s type articulation. This is what I like, a ball peg on there. I mean, he does have, like, I wouldn't mind if they did the that hinge at the waist, you know? I don't mind it like that, because then you have that nice look at that shit. Like, come on, dude. Because when you do stuff like that, you get no type of pivot. And that kind of like, that downgrades a figure to me. With the Venom, you could at least do pivot now. And then you get the swivel there instead. And then they still put the ab crunch around the waist area, which is fine. But when it's up here, to me, it's outdated. And you're skipping out on a point of articulation for us, which is the pivot, you know? So that I totally agree with you 100 and a zillion percent on that, Lurkai. But also, like what I was saying with the ankle joints too, with their ankle rocker, like an ankle rocker's fine. Just put a goddamn swivel either at the boot or add, I don't care if you add a swivel cut right at the ankle. Just put that shit in there, dude. I also, the reason why Blade doesn't have his trench coat on, I got a custom one from GPS Lot, right? But then when I got it and opened it, they didn't put enough fabric in here, so it like ripped. I'm like, dude, come on, man. Like, you should know that shit. And I would have fixed it, but the way they did it inside out, so I can't fix it. So they said they'll send me a replacement, and I'll just send this one back to them. But that coat is so much better on this Blade. The only thing, this is a pretty good Blade figure though. The only thing with that is now his sheath for his sword. So the way I already took it off because I got to shave the peg down because it was glued in there and I just pulled it out, right? So he does have a peg hole on his back. So now I got to reshape this peg here to be more circular to fit into there. Then when I get the new coat, I got to put a small hole in it so then I could put his sheath on so he could put his sword on. Because, I mean, can't have a Blade without his sword and sheath-a-roo. Am I right? Huh? Pretend I'm nudging you. Am I right? Huh? Huh? Yeah, so that's my thing with Marvel Legends. And like I said, Lurkai, I completely agree with that. The ab section stuff. And yeah, butterfly joints. See, this Venom doesn't have it. But it would have been so much better if he did. And then, yeah, Blade doesn't have it either. But their 97 Wolverine has it, and it's such a great added point of articulation for a Marvel Legends figure. And it makes a figure much more fun, especially with like a Spider-Man. You can get their arms all the way back or crisscross them. You could probably start crossing figures' arms if they add that more often. Madarachi ordered bootleg SH figures Barto for 30. You and the bootlegs. you love getting bootlegs. But I know you do like a lot of custom stuff too. Garth, yeah, I completely agree with the Marvel Legends versus Mafex comparison. To be honest, I like the Marvel Legends head sculpt a little more and obviously won't have as good accessories though. I'm pretty excited though, I pre-ordered it. Yeah, I was tempted to get it myself. Besides like the classic Spider-Man Peter Parker suit, Scarlet Spider is probably, not including Symbiote, the black suit, that's probably my second favorite Spider-Man costume, the Scarlet Spider one. Ghost Hive streaming is imploding. So we will see streaming services merge in the future. Yeah, most likely, yeah. I feel like cable's gonna be extinct, like dinosaurs. Madara also watching OG One Piece while watching the stream. Nice. What are you watching? Like the East Blue arc? Ghost Hive. I got the Figuarts, Griffith and Guts. Would have let down. Figuarts does drop the ball too, like Figma. Yeah, Figuarts. I think last year was one of their worst years when it comes to that. It seems like they learned their lesson because now their One Piece figures are coming out straight fire. Ever since Sanji, they still did F up how they did his shoulder joints. I don't know why they did that, Meanwhile, they have other suited figures with perfect shoulder joints. I don't know why they made Sanji shoulder joints like that. Besides that, that Sanji figure is straight gold. Yamato, amazing figure. Truthfully, she's probably the best in the line. I didn't get Kaido yet, but I'm sure he turned out really good. From pictures I've been seeing, it looks like a beautiful piece. And then Gear 5 Luffy's this month, or is it April? I think it's April. Because then we have Law next month. And Law should be as good or better than Yamato. Definitely at least as good. So they learned their lesson. Like, Luffy really wasn't a bad figure. I know a lot of people are saying his neck joint's kind of getting loose. I know what they're talking about. Mine's not super loose, but I know what they mean. And they really effed up with the knee joints. And you can see with the East Blue one, they fixed the back of the shorts, so now you can fully use those knee joints to their full extent, which looks like it's just a little past 90 degrees. But that's good enough, because people want to put them in the goddamn Gear 2 pose. The one they really effed up on was Zoro, all right? Luffy's still a good figure, especially for the price. They really, really screwed up Zoro. But they learned with how unhappy people were with that, and they better freaking. I mean, to me they kind of redeemed themselves with this live action one, articulation wise, but they really need to fully redeem themselves with the East Blue Zoro, and if they do another time skip Zoro, they better figure out another way how to do his goddamn robe, especially the torso. They need to fix that joint. They need to just make his robe on the torso a part of his body and then just put a cut in it instead of giving you like that rubbery plastic, which doesn't help with the articulation. You could barely use that torso joint. And they better give you, I don't know what the hell they're thinking with the lower portion of Zoro's robe. I don't know why they gave you that. Either give him cloth goods down there or give him a freaking, you know what they should do? Just give him a goddamn cloth robe. That would be the best route. Then his shoulder joints would be able to go in. You can't, I don't even think you can get him in that much, to tell you the truth. I think you can get him about like that far, right? So you can't even have him do all his classic, like poses. Like, you can't even have him do that. This one, you could put him in all of his classic Zoro poses. And for people wondering, yeah, you can swap the heads. I didn't try it. I've seen someone do it. I don't know if the joints are the same. But the anime head looks so weird with this, and it looks really bad. Plus, the skin tones are so off. But it doesn't look good. For those of you wondering, we're gonna get an East Blue one, so don't worry. I feel like that's gonna be the next figure they announce. But yeah, they definitely learned their lesson with One Piece. Let's see if they learn their lesson with the Berserk line, because we have the Berserker Armor Guts slated for release next for that line. They did reveal Shurike and Zod in the more human-y type form. That Zod looks fantastic. His knee and elbow joints blend in so good, and the Shurike looks good too. But the Berserker Armor Guts is something I don't care if they delay it, but they really, because a lot of the same parts are being reused with it, and with that black sword, I mean, was it a black swordsman guts? Kind of, because he did have some of the Berserker armor on, but that figure was a lot of people's worst figure of 2023, including myself. So they really need to go back in the workshop with that Berserker Armor Guts and fix that thing the hell up. Because if we get that Berserker Armor Guts and he's just like this one, people are going to be freaking pissed off. And nobody's going to buy it after they see reviews. People are going to cancel their pre-orders. I'm sure a lot of people already canceled their pre-orders. So it seems like they learned their lesson from the big mistakes they did last year. All right, where was I? Kind of fell a little behind on comments there. Lurkai, hey DD, do you have any other? Whoops. Do you have any other concerns about the Gear 5 Luffy outside to the bendy arms? And what do you think about them using the same tech? Oops. For a future Boo. Skinny Boo. I mean, the bendy wire arms or limbs for that Gear 5 Luffy, I think is going to be fine. I don't think it's going to damage the figure. That's a lot of collectors' worries about it. I think it's going to be fine. And truthfully, I think it's perfect. It's a perfect way to do Luffy's Gum Gum Devil Fruit. And those arms, I guarantee since the East Blue Luffy, remember I said it came with 5 faces? The bottom face, I believe, I forgot who said it in the comments, but I believe it's one of the faces that come with the Wano Luffy. So they're showing you could swap faces with the East Blue and Wano Luffy, which is great. But if you notice, Luffy's legs pop off easily. They're just pegged in with a ball peg. And then his arms, where it connects to the sleeve, also pop off easily. So I think they're making it universal where you could use these Gear 5 limbs as Gum Gum limbs for your other Luffy figures, which is super smart. And I really hope that's the case. Because if we could swap the faces, that's what I feel like they're going to be doing. So, yeah, I feel like they should use that more often in the future too, like referring to Boo stuff. Like, doesn't he make like the head tail kind of extend? They could do it with that at some point. And then you also said, Lurkai, on which line do you think is the best Ninja Turtle line of figures? I got my nephew an SH Figuarts Donatello, and he loves posing it the last 3 years. Nice. At the moment, I think NECA really has the Ninja Turtle figures on lock. There's just so many varieties, though. Like with Figuarts, you'll only be able to get all the turtles, which is fine. At least you get all the turtles. Those are good figures, too. They really are. And it was sad that the line died when it did. I feel like Tamashii Nation should give Ninja Turtles another try. But they need to try a different version, like maybe the 2007 Team and T movie, maybe the IDW comics of them, even the Mirage Comics versions of them too. I feel like Tamashii Nation should definitely give Ninja Turtles another try, but I think NECA really has the Ninja Turtle figure game on lock, kind of like how they do with the Predators. Yeah, Super 7, excuse me, Super 7 is pretty good too, but they do have loose hip joints. And they are the old cartoon version, which I'm not a fan of those designs. Yeah, that's what I grew up on, but I prefer the original 1990 movie versions. I prefer either comic versions, Mirage or IDW. I didn't really like the Image comic ones. Even the TMNT 2007 movie. Yeah, those are really the designs of the turtles I like. Even the way they look in Fortnite, they look pretty cool. Ghost Top, do you think the Mando season 3 left sour taste, which would affect their movie plan? Well, it seems like season 3, people didn't really care for it too much. And I did start rewatching it, and it really isn't that bad, but it just, I don't know. I think they took too long to come out with season 3, maybe. And I don't know. I think they need to work in, like, it was cool. It was kind of like a battle to win Mandalore back. Like, I kind of forgot how season 3 was. Like, I remember the beginning. He needed to go back to Mandalore, get the water, so he can go back to join being a Mandalorian, which he did. But I kind of, like, when I was rewatching it, I kind of stopped there after he did all that. And then Bo-Katan becomes one of them too. So I need to keep watching it because I kind of forgot how season 3 turned out. But I know it wasn't as popular as season 1 and 2. If season 4 is good, the movie I think will be fine. Kuso, by the way, have you seen that Super 7 Ultimate SpongeBob SquarePants? If not, check out the Nendoroid of them. No, I haven't seen it. I guess I will have to check it out. Lurkai, Mafex is my favorite figure company now. Meanwhile, they be pushing back releases left and right. They do, but at least they give you like the new release dates. Mezco just doesn't say a damn thing, and it could be years later, you know, and then all of a sudden it releases, and it's like, whoa, what the hell? And you'll be waiting and waiting, which is annoying and frustrating. But like, I don't mind Mafex doing that. Yeah, it gets annoying, but at least they give you a new month for the release date. But I know what you mean. And then you also said every pre-order from Mafex, I just add an extra 3 to 6 months for the release date. Yeah, yeah. I mean, not everything's like that, but they do fall behind. And then Madara said, also got the bootleg SH Figuarts, Topi. The Marvel, oh, the SH Figuarts, yeah. She isn't any. See, and bro, people get upset that Mafex takes so long to release their figures, but they normally get the figure very accurate. Whereas Figuarts, we get it quicker, but it's less accurate because of that. Yeah, 100%. That's why before I was saying how Mafex 99% of the time is fully accurate to whatever they're doing. Figuarts is like 75, 80% accurate. And especially with movies and such. But yeah, like truthfully, I don't mind figure companies, any figure company, if they have to push something back, that's fine. Either they fell behind or they're trying to fix something. You know, there might have been a QC issue they need to fix up on. So I don't mind if they do that. Just give us like either a new release date month or a time frame when it will release. That's another reason why really stopped messing with Mezco is that. And another reason is they really like I understand them wanting to focus more on their Gomez shit and their own comic characters, but I personally me, I'm not into that stuff. And they kind of like put actual comic book stuff like Marvel, DC, Ninja Turtle stuff, movie characters. They kind of put them on the back burner. You know what I mean? They aren't priority to them anymore, and it's kind of sad. I mean, they still do make the stuff, but the things that I hate most of Mezco is they never release stuff when they're supposed to. They do sometimes, but then when something gets pushed back, they leave you in the dark about it. Look, hi, man. Now you're making me want to purchase a Mafex Mando. Dude, if you want a definitive Mandalorian, I could tell you right now, it's this dude right here. Definitely. Like, he comes with so many goddamn accessories. And I don't even know what pose I want to put him in after, like, I make a YouTube short and stuff. Kuso, Mando's story is coming to an end as well, I see. Yeah, that's what it seems like. It is definitely coming to an end. And that's why they're going to wrap it up with a movie. With a movie. They definitely can do like a Grogu story once he gets older. That's what I was kind of saying before. They could do my Luffy tattoo is peeling. Yeah, if you guys don't know, whenever you get a tattoo, like a week later it starts peeling. So mine's peeling right now. But you got to constantly put on like a lotion. This is really the best stuff. It's more like an ointment. This is good, Neosporin. And it helps keep the tattoo like how it looks like that. Like if you don't do that, it the ink like spreads out more and it doesn't look as pretty. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know why I randomly just said that, but probably because I'm putting this stuff on. I can't wait to do the Zoro one next. The Zoro wanted poster. Hell yeah. And then I think I'm gonna get Tengen under Akaza. But yeah, Mando's story definitely is coming to an end. But it would be cool to see like maybe 100 years in the future where Grogu's now like fully grown, maybe 150 years, so he's like 200 years old at that time. But of course, Mando will be passed on by then, and Grogu will already be a fully trained Mandalorian and still know how to use the Force. That would be really cool to see. Just imagine that. A freaking Yoda trained as a Mandalorian too. That'd be a pretty awesome series or movie. Kuso, all stories for heroes come to an end. That is true. Pouch, pouch. What's up with the pouch? Pouch? Oh, Mando pouch? Did I say pouch? Madara. Not sure if the bootleg SH Figuarts Toby is good yet. It hasn't arrived. Ah. Tanjiro, do you have a Daredevil figure? I do. I only have the Marvel Legends bearded Daredevil, but I do have the Mafex comic version Daredevil on pre-order, which will probably be the best comic version Daredevil figure in 6-inch scale. Also, like your name, one of my favorite series ever in the world. Lurkai. If they do a show with an older Grogu, then everybody in the current timeline will be old or dead. Yeah, most likely. It would have to be its own separate thing and him doing like his own missions. Maybe like he'll find an alien baby like him and save it or something. I feel like they should give him a different story. I think that'd be cool. Maybe like the Empire's still trying to come back and they're hunting him down again or something like that, but now he can defend himself. That would be pretty cool. And then he's fighting like some new Sith type character. That'd be pretty dope. Ghost Top, Baby Yoda made Yoda funnier. Yoda kept making fun of Luke for not knowing the Force. Yoda was born with it. Yeah, yeah. And then you see that with Grogu, but the Force is like the strongest with whatever race Yoda and Grogu are. CM Brock, you can wait until it comes out before you pay, so the price shouldn't really factor into that, in my opinion. Wait, what were we talking about there? Were you talking to Lurkai about Mafex stuff? Oh yeah, that's what you guys were talking about. Okay. Gage Edwards. I just wish someone would give me a good enough figure. I have no money for quality figures. Well, how old are you? Tanjiro, what's your favorite figure? Oh no, not again. Someone else asked it earlier, but I can't pick just one. Since Akaza is one of my favorite characters, I love the Buzzmod Akaza. That's one of my favorite figures, this one right here. Even same with Tengen. I love the Buzzmod Tengen as well. I also love the SH Figuarts Bardock, the Fifth Form Cooler, the SH Figuarts Kakashi. I mean, there's a lot of figures. The Mafex Gambit, that's just one of my favorite figures. The Mafex Scarlet Spider, I really like. There's a ton of stuff I love. You know, there's so many good figures. It's hard. It's hard to pick one, even just five. You know, it's. I should do a video of like my top 10 favorite figures. Period. That would be an interesting video. Show you poses of what? The Mandalorian figure? Is that what you're talking about? Revoltech Deadpool or Spider-Man 2.0? Oh, 2.0 Deadpool or 2.0 Spider-Man? Which one would I get? I'm more of a Deadpool fan over Spider-Man, so I would get Deadpool. Like, I love Spider-Man, but Deadpool, he is one of my favorite characters. What do you want to see? Poses of the Mandalorian? Is that what you were saying? Yeah, like you can put him in, Yeah, always with Mando, he won't have the best torso because of the armor. Which is fine, I don't mind that. As long as you can get him in, like, decent type poses. So without him standing... this thing's... Is that on a hinge? That should be on a hinge. So you can get him in, like, this type pose, I guess. Let's see. So you can do something like this. I will have more poses when I do the YouTube short, though, that's for sure. So you could do that, I guess. I tried to do a quick pose with the cape kind of blowing in the wind there. Yeah, buddy. I really like how they did that with the gauntlets. How you just pop these pieces out. It's pretty cool. And then Oh wow, these hands come off real easily. Very nice. Yeah, let's give him the dark saber. Right? That's a gripping hand for this. That's correct. Oh no. Almost dropped that part off. Dropped that part and lost it almost. Oh no, what fell off? Damn, now this piece keeps popping off? What the hell? Oh shit. Yeah, it looks pretty cool with that dark saber. Yeah, since I took that gauntlet piece off, it kept popping off. Maybe I just kept hitting it or something. Here we go. Ah, it came off again, you freaking bastard. Pagan, stay in there, you son of a gun. Put him in like a walking pose, maybe? Yeah, let's try that. Ooh, that'll be a pretty cool walking pose. Hold on. So do that, and then that, right? Yes. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Do like that and that. All right, so I just... This goddamn gauntlet piece. All right, that's going to be annoying, popping off like that all the time. There, I put him in like a walking type pose. Hold on, let me put his cape like blown to the side there. There we go. Pretty nice, huh? That is a really cool pose, actually. Shit. Damn it, I keep getting posing ideas. All right, back to the comments. Welcome back, Duck for Lucky. Lurkai, yeah, the Chainsaw Man gets a pass, though maybe he wasn't, since Figma literally looks similar. Yeah, the good thing about the Figma Chainsaw Man, you have the option to make him Chainsaw Man or Denji. Figuarts, they made two separate figures. I mean, either way's pretty much fine to me. Oh, okay, Kuso. So that character is the protagonist from Tokyo Ghoul. Madara, I've seen a lot of reviews on Amazon for Figuarts and Mifex where the parents buy them for their kids and they break them, even though the boxes say they aren't toys and are for age. Yeah, parents will do that all the time, but they really aren't for like young kids. I mean, if you're a younger teenager, it's fine. Even like some like 10, 11-year olds, like they know when something's more of a collectible than a toy, you know? But when it's like kids under 10, you know, they'll end up like breaking stuff too, you know, by accident. You know, it happens when you're a kid. A lot of my figures broke when I was a kid because I'd be playing with them. Duck for Lucky. Guess what I'm getting? Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Goku Blue for 35. Nice. Yeah, that Goku, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku is doing a reissue. So yeah, it should be that $35 price tag. My favorite character, Peter? Maybe Akaza. Akaza's definitely up there. Zoro's another one. Gambit's another one. Kakashi. I got a lot of favorite characters, but Akaza's like one of my favorites. Same with Zoro. Um, yeah, Kakashi. Guts is another one. I love Snake Eyes as a character. Luffy's another one that I love as a character. Tengen Uzui. I got a lot of them. Gambit is my favorite Marvel character. I don't know who my favorite DC character is, though. Yeah, I got a lot of favorite characters. Chainsaw Man manga has currently gotten pretty dark. It's still really good. I do recommend reading the author's previous work, Fire Punch. Never heard of Fire Punch. Madara, I have the Kingpin. It's all right. Yeah, I need to get that Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin. I just loved him as Kingpin, and I want to get a Kingpin for my figure collection. Have I seen Edge Runners? No, I haven't. But why does that sound familiar? Lurkai. Lego Marvel Legends updated their articulation for every figure and did a bit of what import companies do. The game would be... Yeah, it really worked. It really would. Visually... Visual symmetry. Sick figure. Yeah, that Mandalorian is a really cool figure. This Zoro, man, is really... This really turned out a lot better than I thought, to tell you the truth. I mean, his articulation is really good. Very good. And if none of you gotten the high school version, Gato, I recommend getting him. This is also a fantastic freaking figure. And he's became like one of my favorite characters in JJK, even though he's technically not around anymore. And hopefully we get Toji next. They really need to announce something with JJK. I don't know what the hell, why they're taking so long. Lurkai, a ball peg would work so freaking well. Oh, yeah, for Marvel Legends, definitely. Ghost Hive, if they announced any import Deadpool figures this year? Movie is right around the corner. They have not. Don't worry, Peter. We have moderators in here. WZ streamer. Question. What is the question? Visual symmetry. What do you think of the best action figures? I mean, for the price you pay for the best action, they're not bad figures. Like, I love their IDW stuff, and they seem to be getting better as time goes on. I'm curious to see how Alapex will turn out and Rat King. But, like, some of their cartoon version Ninja Turtle figures are pretty good. Like, their Krang turned out really good. I mean, it's hard to mess up a Krang figure. Their Casey Jones was really good. And, I wanted to get that 2-pack with the comic shredder, like the old Mirage comic shredder. But I never gotten any of their other figures. But Best Action's not bad for the price you pay for them, you know? Your mic? Wait. Doozy streamer. My mic has not been working correctly and I'm asking around to know what's going on. I'm not too sure. I'm not like the smartest when it comes to mics. So I'm not sure what it could be. Maybe the gain or something. I have no idea. I mean, if Starblast was on here, he'd be the man to talk to about that. Monica, Venom, low-key, kind of, period. Lavada said hi, hello. Damien said hi, hello. Damien, do you have a picture of it? Picture of what? Kuso, ankle articulation, ab crunch, and butterfly joint. These are the key points of an action figure I enjoy because if they have range, they have good choices for collecting a better figure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I have some Dragon Ball stuff. I have Goku right here. I got Goku right here. It's the latest. Oh no, Kid. I think GT Kid Goku is the latest one. But this is like a kind of like a battle damage version Goku. Yeah, here. There you go. This is like when Goku was fighting Frieza. Or when he was fighting Cooler too. It's pretty cool Goku. It was a really good Goku actually. Like the battle damage clothes and stuff. Very, very good Goku there. Yep, that's the exact one. Uh-oh. Thank you, Kuso. I guess we've been getting some spam comments. If you spam, your comments just going to get deleted. Or if you're saying stupid things, your comments will be deleted and not read. Ghost Top Kurama has... Oh, Gear 5 Luffy scheduled for April? Yeah. I was guessing it was April. Straw Hat, Instagram. SH should release Zoro with soft goods and better joints. Yeah, they definitely should. If they do another time skip Zoro, they should really really think about giving him a cloth wired robe. Barzell said, how's your night going? It's going pretty good. How about yours? W stream from Peter. Thank you, Peter. But yeah, with Zoro, like, think about it too. Because if they gave Zoro a cloth wired robe, then you could put him in badass mode where he just takes the top part off and then he's ready to fight with the bandana on it. That would be cool too. So then you'd have two different options for Zoro, which would be freaking awesome. Andy Garcia, the Naruto line is fire right now. Could use some tweaks here and there. Yeah, they're absolutely killing it with Naruto figures. Riley Randall, yes. Lurkai, we need an SH Figuarts Shikamaru, or at least a few of the other ninjas in the main cast. Yeah, we definitely do. Dude, SH Figuarts Mirage Team and T would be so... It would be so dope if Tamashii Nations did that, or the IDW versions. That would be so awesome. Peter, Edge Runners sound familiar. I don't think I've seen it, though. Urkai, I really want a posable SH Figuarts or Revoltech last run. And yeah, like, NECA's is good, but NECA isn't top tier when it comes to articulation. Like, they give you good enough articulation, but like a Figuarts or an amazing Yamaguchi Ninja Turtle or Last Ronin would be so dope. Ning Song, did you sell your Mystical Blade? Yeah, I sold it a while back. I mean, that was a pretty good blade figure, too. Andy Garcia, that would be fire. Last Ronin with some soft goods. Hell yeah. That would be sick as hell. Okay. Oops. Or have any of you guys seen the live action Naruto Turtle last? Yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. I never watched the anime or animation of it, but I'm really liking the live action on Netflix. Yeah, Ghost Tab. I always like Baby Yoda better than Grogu. Moon Knight Season 2 announced. Yes, I loved Season 1 of Moon Knight. Oh, shit, whoops. Deadpool and animes. What is the best? Lucas Boto. What is the best action figure in your collection? Ooh, there's a lot. There's a lot of just like really good figures. Like the SH Figuarts Fifth Form Cooler is really good. The Kakashi is really good. Sasuke and Naruto are really good. The Figuarts. A lot of the Figuarts Jujutsu Kaisen figures are really good. There's so many good figures out there. Like that Goku I just showed off is a really good figure. There's so many good figures. Ghost Hive, which of your figures would sell the highest on eBay? I don't know. I don't really have anything that's like incredibly valuable. Maybe my most expensive stuff would maybe be my Buzzmod stuff. Like if I sold all my Buzzmod figures, I'd probably get like $1,000 for all of them. I think I have like 7 Buzzmods. CM Brock, the only thing I don't like, the only thing I don't like about the Mafex Mando is you can't hold the saber the way he holds it in the show because of limited articulation crossbody. Oh, like holding it with 2 hands? I gotta try it. I didn't try it yet. No, you can get him to hold it with 2 hands. Whoops. Yeah, you could definitely get him to hold it with 2 hands. Let me fix this. Yeah, like if I put the other hand on there. Damn it, the damn gauntlet piece keeps popping off now. That's getting on my nerves. Yeah, you could definitely have him grip onto a lightsaber with both gripping hands. What the heck? Oh man, that gauntlet piece is pissing me off! Lurkai, DD, any female characters in that mix? Yeah, I got Nabara from JJK. I also have I forgot Yuzuria from Hell's Paradise. I have a bunch. Who else do I have? Now I can't think of them. I have like the April O'Neil from the 1990 Ninja Turtle movie, the NECA one. Yeah, I got a bunch of different stuff. I don't know what else I have in my display. What else do I have in there? I really want them to make Nico Robin though. All right, so we just hit over. Oh, Edge Runners or Cyberpunk. Okay, no, I have never watched that. A, a chamber. How many figures do you got? I don't know, probably a couple hundred or something. Xavier, I like the Goku. He's my favorite. Yeah, Goku's awesome. I mean, who doesn't love Goku? He is great. Goku and Luffy are like some of the greatest main characters. I mean, there's a bunch, but those are like two. A lot of people like Goku's probably like the most recognized anime character, but him and Luffy are very similar too. But they're are great main character anime characters. Hello, Braxton. Megatron versus Hound. Which one's Hound? Probably Megatron. All right, Kuso, I'll see you later. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to rippity wrap it up here. We hit over the 2 hour mark. Who would you hire for a hitman, Deadpool or Deathstroke? Probably Deadpool because he can't die. So if maybe like the guy killed him, Deathstroke could die, but Deadpool wouldn't. So he would definitely get the job done. The new Foxy the Kid. Do you have a Godzilla figure? Yes, I have one of the Godzilla vs Kong SH Monster Arts Godzillas. Paul, so what do I think about the negativity towards Mezco lately? They're still doing the same thing they've always done to me. Also, you still reviewing figures? I don't really review figures as much. I like to do other types of videos more. Um, I'll do like YouTube shorts of figures and show them real quickly, but I'll do a review here and there, but I'm not really into doing reviews anymore. I like doing other types of stuff, but yeah, Mezco's been the same, which is why I don't really buy their stuff anymore. So, which has been best lately, Mayfex or Realtek? That's hard. They're both incredibly good companies. What do I like personally more? Probably Mayfex, but that's because Realtek has that their own like style with their amazing Yamaguchi stuff. But yes, Lurkai, it's been a little over 2 hours. But yeah, I try to do lives like a few times a week now. So I'm trying to do lives more often. So and I have been doing them like 2 hours. So I think I went over 2 hours last time, like 2.5 hours or something like that. Yeah, Ghost Top. Yeah, that is true. Not all figures can pull off the cloth look. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I think I'm gonna start. I'm gonna finish up Vinland Saga, since I have my Thorfinn figure coming in either Friday. I feel like I won't get it until Monday or something. Depends when Ami Ami ships it out. Plus, I'm getting hungry, so I need to eat. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining. I'll try to. Oh, the next podcast episode, we're gonna do it live. So that'll be good. And we want you guys to join in with us because we're going to make a list of what we think was the worst to best SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figure was of 2023. Yeah, we're a little into the year, but it should still be fun. You guys can interact and join in on the list with us. So that should be episode 51 of the Plastic Power Podcast. But that'll be a fun episode. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, yeah, definitely finish Finland. Yeah, I think I'm like halfway through season one, but I loved it so far, what I watched. But I'll try to go live again Friday, maybe Saturday evening, maybe around the same time I went live today. So If you want to join in on the live again, I will see you on the next live. And I have a video that I'll probably upload tomorrow. It's the most requested SH Figuarts Naruto figures. Yes, a live podcast, Lurkai. That is correct. Yeah, we're gonna announce it on like Instagram, Facebook, and everything, and I will on YouTube as well. So it'll either that might be the next live. If not, it'll just be a regular live like this. But the following live should be the live episode of the podcast. Don't get Taco Bell. No, I have food out there. I'm probably gonna heat something up. But all right, guys, I'll see you on the next live.